Hello guys, you are welcome to E-marketTubeFX, and you are with your trader and taking you through this ride. We are doing this in a very special way in the sense that combining the Ghanaian language P and that of the English language so that our brothers and sisters around the world who are fortunate to join us on YouTube and other social media handles can also understand and also appreciate whatever we are learning here. So at this very moment, if you are watching me on YouTube, I want you to do one thing for me. Just subscribe, you like and share so that anytime I make a new video, you can also have access to it. First, at this very moment, it's a webinar as I mentioned earlier. It's a webinar I'm having with my students to help them to understand the financial market. So as you can see on your screen, we are going to look at Forex. I'll try my best to help you guys to understand this particular topic so that together you guys will have in-depth knowledge of this market. At any given point in time, you have money to trade. You can take informed decisions so that together we create wealth. At this very moment, as you can see on your screen, I've penned down some interesting topics that I'll be looking at it with you guys, all with the aim of helping you to understand the financial market. So, quickly, let's go through the topics. We'll be looking at the introduction. I've prepared a nice intro for you guys, what you'll be looking at. Then also, we'll be looking at the meaning of Forex. When we talk about Forex, what is it? We'll also look at how Forex works. And we'll also be looking at major and minor currency pairs, Forex trading sessions. Then also we'll be looking at why trade Forex. We'll be looking at that. Then we'll also be looking at the meaning of candlesticks. When we talk about candlesticks, what are they? We'll be looking at that. Then we'll also be looking at types of candlesticks that we have. Then we'll be looking at market structure. Yes, market structure. We'll dive more into it, all with the aim of helping you guys to understand the market structure. Then we'll also be looking at how to trade trending markets. Then how to trade ranging markets. And we'll also be looking at candlestick pattern. Then risk management. We can't do this training, we can't do this forex education and training without taking you guys through risk management, because it's a very important topic of which if you study it very well and you stick to it, yes, let me put it that way, you stick to it, it can help you to grow accounts, whether it be a small account to a big account. So it is something that pro traders stick to it with their trading plan, and it has helped them to grow whatever account that they are trading with. Then lastly, we'll be looking at that of risk to reward. All these topics, we are going to look at it throughout this webinar. So we have a very long journey to go. That is all I'm telling you at this very moment. So you continue to be with me throughout this webinar so that you too can understand what these topics are. Because if you have this knowledge or if you get to understand these topics, my brother, my sister, watching me at this very moment, whenever you are trading the financial market, you trade it with understanding. So you are fortunate at this very moment. Yes, you are fortunate at this very moment. So if you are watching me on YouTube or any other social media handle, this is EmarketTubeFX, and you are with your trader Henry taking you through this ride. So at this very moment, I just want you to do one thing for me. Just go and subscribe, then you like and share so that anytime I make any new video on Forex or any other topics, you will be the first person to watch. So at this very moment, let's quickly look at the intro, then we'll look at that of the meaning of forex. I've designed this in such a way that we'll be looking at it lesson by lesson, lesson by lesson. So if you are fortunate and you watch lesson 1, do well and watch lesson 2, and the rest of the lessons that I'll be preparing for you guys so that you too can understand the financial market. If you look on the screen, you can see that I've written something which I would like to take you guys through. There are some movies that begin by showing the fate of their major characters, only to take you back in time, unraveling the story piece by piece until everything makes sense. The other thing in answer, say you share a movie here, and a movie here, you share. But your home will be a movie. Almost not movie, the real, ya share. Oh, yeah, Seleno, and I move in Nasha. Now, what the one was a very apostle. Nina said, say a chance to you movie now. Movie say a chance to you Akasa. I feel take the idea in kind each year, our Chessiano, over Tiasia, while Bell was already. Movie, Sabbath, and I breathe, every hour. So at this very moment, I intentionally bring this particular concept or what I'm about to present to you. It's meant to be presented at the end or at the conclusive part of this webinar, but I intentionally bring it or brought it at the beginning so that it will help you to understand as you move on or as you dissect into this topic that I've prepared for us to look at under this webinar or throughout this webinar. So at this very moment, if you are watching, all I want to tell you is that just stay with me till we are done with this webinar. So let's continue. What I'm about to share with you should be told at the end of this training. But as you progress, you will realize that everything you are about to learn will explain it perfectly. The knowledge and skill of financial markets have the power to bring you financial freedom, whether in the short term or in the long run, if you are well informed and consistent with your trading plan. The American Anina said, a financial market are very low action. A bit up while I saw a bravo, the name of the year. A bit I saw a bravo, I will be terrible, and a bread up a woman. So, Yarusiano, and I am no etching. Usiana, see anybody here. We a financial education and training, and I bring them out. But here's the truth. Schools will never teach you this. Yes, in schools, I bring Yako, every Yayambako, and Yayamba, Mombasa, Obakono, or Chess, the schools will never teach you this. The school system is designed to create employees. Yes, a school system. It is designed, upon your say, they create employees in my work. Not financially independent individuals. Say, every share about the table, I was killed and I want to go, who better who I wish you be at and chess out there. It conditions people to work for salary. School system, it design a condition, a product, a people ban. Say, the day you are at the teacher to trade their time for paycheck. Never truly breaking free. No school in this world teaches financial literacy. No wonder they say salary will never make you a billionaire. Yes, salary will never make you a billionaire. Now, I want you to quote it. Make that out. Trading is risky. Trading is risky. And yet, forex trading, I really know about the trade. And idea. So, trade and you receive a movie, you catch them and I'm you hear people saying that, hey, Forex, do not try it. Forex can take away all your money. Forex can hit you hard that you can't even do anything. Don't try it. This thing is risky. Don't go close to it. Forex can drain you, as they mostly say. This thing is risky. Don't try it. You hear people saying they go away. Oh, I think we pay Forex. Say risky. I think we are. I'm sitting there looking at you. I'm coming. Where you go Forex, you want it. My dad will be or the room for share Forex. While trying to take and then you crying. Forex never try. Don't try Forex. Forex is very risky. Yes, I agree with them. All that they are saying, I agree with them. But let's look at something here. What is riskier? What is riskier? Working your entire life for a boss, earning just enough to get by, only to struggle with medical bills in old age. There is a bar. Say that I give you my apple with papa, and I will give you share. Oh, one day now, you might be able to be over. Now we are who shall we give you man? The kind of effort you know, effort I found. Now, so we are now why after the bigger crowd at the amount. I don't know, also, what you share. About the say, a little so crowd of Korean, and so what will see it will be tomorrow. Say about to me as I to the end of the month. It is a uko, Busu now for man, a Kuisika, and a jail car. Now, near our board of Oceano, and I will get a car out of one. Now, the Sika, Aquaman, the Kakana, or no, and I will need Bushia, a bad day, a vessel by your horn. And no, any person, the we try to are. Already financial or learning a financial skill. Learning a financial skill, when mastered, can set you free and retire you from your 9 to 5 grind. You acquiring financial knowledge, and when you master that knowledge, you master it, you acquire the skill, the knowledge, you master it, of which can set you free from the 9 to 5 grind. That work that you have been doing, you'll be moving from one place to the other just to perform your duties, not even having time with your family. So parents, even before their children can see them, it will be in the evening. Then adults, they wake up, they go to work. Having time with their children or having time with their family has become a problem. Just because they have to go to work, perform their duties over there, so that they can get that paycheck. Doing that every day, and at the end of the month, they are being given a peanut. At old age, they give them a lump sum of a pension money, of which cannot even survive them. Then they are then born. Which one is riskier? You working for someone, working for your boss, helping them to amass wealth, and at the end of the day, you begin giving a peanut. Then you learn a skill of which, when you master, can set you free from this last race. Which one is riskier? If you ask me, I'll learn that financial skill, master it, and set free from that last race. And I know you also make your decision over there. What you're about to learn is not fiction. Yes, what I'm about to teach you guys is not fiction. It's something that I've started out to design just to trigger your emotions. Or no. It's not fiction. Not a drama. We are not going to give a play here. And certainly not a romantic play. This is financial education. And when you take it seriously, the market will take you seriously and reward you accordingly. What this market I'm about to present to you, the forex market. My my brothers and sisters watching me at this very moment on YouTube and other social media handles, and those who are joining me on Google Meet and this webinar, I'm telling you the reality that if you master, you take this forex market or this financial education serious, the market will also reward you accordingly. Every major industry, player, big banks, hedge funds, retail traders, if I say big banks, the forex market is not traded by only individuals. There are big banks around the world who also engage in this or trade this market. We have hedge funds. When I say hedge funds, we have individuals who have invested. What they do is they bring their money together, use different strategies to trade the financial market. Then they give return to those investors. And that is the hedge fund. Then also we have the retail traders. The retail traders, I happen to be one. And you being a newbie now trying to learn the market. When you acquire the knowledge and you want to trade on the financial market, you also become a retail trader. So, anything. So, we can't big banks now. Big banks and the banks, I can see, we are seeing now also trading our financial market. And I can't hedge funds, and also hedge funds, in the first 1 year, almost over the Musica, and a market called Chicago. Also over there, maybe more, almost over the market, nothing. Also, who use different strategies. Only trading market, no, who make profit. It's so making profit, and who have a swag. If I saw the movie now, over the returns, the current returns are the organic would be a trading. Nobody on the cost at the amount of fair. Everyone, retail traders, me and the I have been heavy and that one pay who telling can. I webinar, baby cherry, and I use who telling can, I will tell me, and I will tell me, YouTube, and any other social media handle, may be a retail trader. And if you want to tell me, I will go for this market national. The open market now also who shall say who trade a market now, also a retail trader. It's a very good boss one sell, they are all here for one thing. Side for who are now who trading a forex market. We now we all trade this market for one thing, what is money. Only the smartest survive and succeed. Yes. I repeat, only the smartest survive and succeed. In this market, it is only the smartest. The smartest are or more we need down or who follow the trading plan one master market alone or one sale market nothing or what trade we have a trade that we need your whole year. And so you can't succeed in this market by gambling. To me, help to chacha. Or to chacha, for this market, you're to chacha. So, I share a signal for now, buy, no to buy. Oh, we share a signal, moving for sale, no for sale. No, we don't gamble over there. The foreign market, you don't gamble. It is only the smartest that succeed. The smartest I'm talking about, traders who have patience, who have a trade, who need their all year, or still market nothing. Candlesticks now, we'll be diving more into the candlesticks, you understand. Candlesticks now, kata, the candlestick that you see on the chart, it's a language of which you being a trader, you need to understand that language that the market is presenting to you at that very moment. You do your technical analysis, where you do your trend lines, where you do your resistance, your support. You do your technical analysis, then you add the fundamentals. But say fundamentals, the news happen around that currency pair. What are the leaders in that country saying about that currency pair? What policies are they making with regard to their economy? Because that one also move the market. A market, a financial market, you will never a moving price. And to clear a mine, every hour as you can, if you move the market, news is several workers and to clear our own effort of economy or more, and memorial of one year hours as you can, and also after a year of mine, economy has a very for that currency, and it moves the market. So we add that fundamental, it's a fundamental maximum action. We add that fundamental analysis, we do our technical analysis, then we play straight. We set our stop loss, we set our take profit, and sit back and watch how the market moves. We take our profit there, then we close or we end the session. So that is the smartest that I'm trying to explain to you. If you trade without a strategy, without understanding what you are doing, you are not different from a gambler. So if you are trading the market and you don't have any strategy, you are just placing trades left and right, you are not different from a gambler. You are gambling. And I know those of you who are into that habit will say that FOREX is a scam. FOREX is never a scam. FOREX is never a scam. FOREX is a full-time business, of which when you take it seriously, you also take it seriously accordingly. Trading blindly is like diving into the ocean without knowing how to swim. So if you dive, it's like a man who wants to swim and does not know how to swim. Just dive into the ocean. What to swim? Who needs to dive into you? And you should know that for. You should know that for here. If you want to swim, you should be someone who knows how to swim. So if you are trading the financial market without having in-depth knowledge about the market, hey, the currency will carry away. The current will carry away. In this market, no profit is too small or too big. I repeat, in this market, no profit. Some market here below, shares are free, or are winning. No profit is too small. If I saw you one, it's shut, and now a soul. According to me, Henry Amphib, that could be a retail trader. And I know most experienced or pro traders agree with me. No profit is too small or too big. The moment you become greedy, yes, the moment you become greedy, dissatisfied with what the market has given you, when you answer, and then the market is a little when you answer, now I get the home, and then we trade you will start taking unnecessary risk. Yes. And the moment you become not becoming content with what the market has given you, you start taking unnecessary risk over trading. Trade and get a trading or machine who trading all day. Owó tẹ̀ ṣé ìyanu àná market ní èèwù kíkọ́ bá àdé òjì ìṣe. Owó tẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ̀ àdé òjì ìṣe without any strategy. At the very moment you are not content with what the market has given you, you begin to take unnecessary risk, then you are trade. And in the process, you lose whatever you have already gained. The market is the man who says you can take 200 with the answer. Similarly, if you make a huge profit today and then who pretty much any secret can see now and now so we can see a year and then we actually so call marketing. After what I say, oh, all one side I can say, looking at all those low sides in our subsequent discussion or lessons. Open one side I can say that I always say this kind of degree. Meaning, they said, yeah, we are so, it's a very okay, so we get degree. The market can turn against you just as quickly, wiping out everything you have earned. So if you are trading and you are not content with whatever the market has given you, my brothers and sisters, we are all sharing that the market can wipe out or wipe away whatever you have gained. At this very moment, if you are fortunate and you are part of this webinar. This is your trader, Henry Alpin, that will be doing this with you on E-marketTubeFX. So, YouTube and any social media handles as well. We are also for Henry Alpin, and I'll be maybe the FOREX market Excel. So, at this very moment, all I want you to do is just hit on the subscription button. Just subscribe, you like and share so that anytime I make new video, you will be the first person to watch. Then as you continue to share, loved ones who also want to understand the market will also have the chance to watch this video, and together we will all have a deep knowledge about the market so that whenever you want to trade the market, you trade it with understanding and not gamble. Because over there, we don't gamble. So once again, you are with E-marketTubeFX. Trading is a game of skill. Yes, trading is a game of skill, discipline, and patience. And your forex market, we see trade here is skill. We will not only be market now is discipline. Who watches what thing can't every well hard in trading? They be trading, and we will trade over the traders who are no trade here, or who play over, or they trade the setup. May trade at the market here. I'm waiting for my setup. I'm just waiting for the market to have a pullback on my support, to have a pullback on that trend line where I'm at. So until the market hits that particular point, that pro trader, that experienced trader, that disciplined trader, that trader with patience nothing will trigger that trader to push for that buy. Yes. We don't gamble. We are disciplined. We are patient in everything that we do. And if you're a newbie at this very moment, you are watching me, and you also earn something from the market, this is how you should behave on the market. You should be disciplined. You should have the skill. You should be disciplined and have that patience. Respect the market, and it will reward you. Just respect. Market is good. No, also, if I should give you a one, also at the amount. Treat it recklessly, and it will humble you. The market will humble you. There are many who have the appetite to trade the market. They started by gambling, and the market humbled them. I remember one guy, he said, Charlie, when I started in my journey of forex, I was trading, making insane profit, just flipping $100 to $200, flipping to $700. One day, I entered the market. I saw profit. I said, no, I'm looking for more. Who trading started with $100? Now then, I'll flip for account to put 200. I'll flip for 400. I think it will be $700. Or enter a market one day with our profit up to almost $120. And also, pay account, tell the buyer within that week will go to me in $1,000. Pay account up to what I want the market in the equal against you. Equal against you, so of equity trade, who so now the drawdown 80, 100, about 280. Now, she carries now the action. We don't trade like that. Experienced traders don't trade like that. Before they enter the market, they define their loss, they define their take profit. If the market here is coming, marketing may have a technical analysis, but I do my technical analysis, looking at the probability. This market, if things go well, I'm looking at the profits of maybe the account size. So in forex, per the principle that we use in trading, you are not supposed to lose 1 to 2% of your account in any trade that you enter. So let's assume you are trading with $100. You are not supposed to lose 1 to 2% of your account. If I say 1%, $1 to $2, you are not supposed to lose it in any trade that you enter. So if you enter the trade, you define your loss and you take profit. So you enter the trade, okay, this trade, I just want to lose $20. analysis, my technical analysis I've done, adding my fundamental. If the trade goes well, I'm looking at $4. So meaning that is 1:2. It's not that you put your amount of $4. So I put your amount of $2 a year. Now we'll try another setup about no other. This is a disciplined trader. But no one this market today, I want to sweep money for the market. I want to sweep money. Today I'm going to kill the market. The market will kill you. We let you now $100 a year, $50. We pull outside, I can see a issue and trade in same outside. You are trading with $100 account. And you are keen, for example, you are trading gold or any other currency pair. You are keen one outside. Any pullback can sweep the money out of your account. So we don't trade like that. As a newbie, if you are watching me, these are some of the things you have to take note of. You trade the market with skill, discipline, and that of patience. At this very moment, if you are fortunate and you are watching me on YouTube or any other social media handle, all I want you to do is to just subscribe, you like, and share. So that every time I make any video on Forex, you will be the first person to watch. Then also, those you share with can also understand the market. Together, we create what? If you are making hands, I pray, so we genius. And the wow so far, and you have been back home. I pray, create a E-marketTubeFX platform. I make share. Maybe I know Africans, or more woman, and I hold to see now and say that in the market and I say, and if you have a person money now and say, I subscribe also. Who we are silent and share. Who we are, who like it, so I'm saying that anytime we are making you video, who only the power with the kind of any abroad so I will share now, or more who interest, or we need to also make the market and answer so, or also, or many other opportunity actually you. Then I did that as a trading market and then will help us all. It will know and I'll be the best of it for your money. Quickly, let's look at the meaning of Forex. I'm done with the intro. I repeat, I intentionally brought this at the beginning of this webinar. Just to help you guys to understand the reality of the market. I know most of you have heard something about Forex. Which at the end of the day, a year ago, maybe at the bar just here. So that is purely saying now within the issue. If you push your issue at the local, you will take the American Nancy. Now, what I say, we say, market will you get a blow, and say, the school, and now school, as I say, there was the university, every example, right from level 100. Before I go share one mission fee, actually, I want to send the air to me active the election and they will make it good grades from level 100 to 200 to 300 to 400. No guarantee with either first class, second class, or second class lower. What better when they pass at the coffee? And this is now much also share them. The same thing applies to this market. You have to sit down, learn this market, study everything about it, so that you acquire the knowledge just as you schooled. At college, you took your learning serious, and at the end, you had our first class, second class, upper, or lower. You don't go home with either third class or pass. So just as you took your book serious at college, I want you to apply the same thing. Whatever I'm teaching you, I'm very glad you pick your book. You just know certain key things down to help you your journey in understanding this market. It's very important. At this very moment, we are going to look at that of the meaning of Forex. When we talk about Forex, what is it? When we talk about Forex, what is it? That is what we are going to look at. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And that's what we are going to look at. When we talk about Forex, the full meaning of Forex is foreign exchange. Yes, that is the full meaning. It's a global market where currencies are traded. On the forex market, we trade currencies. Yes, on the forex market, we trade currencies. And it is the largest and the most liquid financial market market in the world, with a daily trading volume exceeding 7 trillion. Yes, that is the market I'm presenting to you. So if I say that this market has the power to transform your life, I'm not just deceiving you. This market can change your life if you try. That is a positive angle. If you try your best to understand how this market works, it's a life-changing opportunity. The forex market, as I earlier read to you, is a global market where currencies are traded. On the market, you trade currencies. If I have to dive more into it, you watching me, you have been engaging in forex, but you are not aware. Do you know the last time you want to make an import or buy stuff from US, you are traveling to you want to buy stuff, or you wanted to go on vacation? You went to your local bank, you gave them 10,000 Ghana cedi, depending on the country that the currency that you are using there. If you are watching me in Nigeria, watching me in South Africa, watching me in Zimbabwe, watching me in India, Kuwait, Lesotho, wherever you are watching me, US, Germany, wherever you are watching me, Denmark, wherever you are watching me there, local currency that you have. The very day you decide to go to US for a visit or for business purpose, you went to your local bank to exchange the local currency for the USD. And at that very moment, you went through that transaction. You were engaged in forex. So when you talk about forex, basically that's how it is. And the very moment you engage in that transaction, you were engaged in forex. You exchange your local currency for a foreign currency. It could be the South African rand, it could be the Nigerian naira, it could be the Ghana cedi, or any other currency, whatever currency at this very moment you enjoy in your country. At the moment you engage in that transaction, exchanging your local currency with that foreign currency, it can be the GBP, Great British Pound, it can be the Japanese yen. You want to do an import, you want to buy stuff from Japan, you want to go and visit someone there. At the moment you exchange your local currency for that of the Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, the Great British Pound, the Swiss francs, the New Zealand dollar, the Australian dollar, at the moment you exchange your local currency for those currencies, you engage in forex. Because the demand and supply of that currency is what actually influences the fluctuation of prices on the market. And that is where we forex traders we earn from. The American man said, "A baby, whatever they say, and I will what they say. Who to play at our money for a year with US? Africa. Who to live 5 years Ghana city? And for a year with US. So we see this in the airport out there or the G2 or Musika Woody and a dollar. It's a day I will come. It's a local here and I will try on. And I will say, Bank and a forest group. Say almost some see $10,000 and I think 5,000 10,000 Ghana cedi and I think 5,000 Ghana cedi and I 50,000 Ghana cedi. Almost no more US. It's a happy moment now. What I will share that you can see where it is and I will wear a year for a year with no action. It can say a practical upward for air talk or auto anyway the owner and influence a man the action rate it is the owner for demanding and almost to a particular currency. A practical word a possible and a young forex market forex traders also or all the else you need if you are laptop yet your phone yet your phone no and send a market in air corner send a price in air corner no you pretty trade technical analysis you fundamental analysis news in several American people before air can ever catch Chicago also ever Chicago already said a cost to another people. If you are forex now or no one appears to show I pray to say a young one here wow, Doba, Usofu, a year and I pray maybe a webinar, a big, you must say a show. As you say, show me, and what YouTube, and any other social media handle. The other person with your mommy as me, and the answer with their subscribe. We see a share. Now, like society, so we share, we subscribe. A baby, a video, so Sadaka, no, I wash it, no, I see the other king announcing. And also, I will share, also, we be or also, away, you say, we share market and also, every time you do, maybe now, maybe I say, maybe you market and then I'm possible. So, all I said is that at this very moment, wherever you are around the globe, be it India, wherever, China, wherever you are watching me, South Africa, Nigeria, wherever you are, Burkina Faso, Togo, wherever you are, wherever you are watching me. This is E-marketTubeFX, and you are with your trader, Henry Antondapo, trying to dissect, break the market down for you to understand. And if you are watching me on YouTube, all I want you to do is just subscribe, like, then share as you continue to share. All those who have interest in learning the market will also have the opportunity to watch this video, so that together we all equip ourselves with the needed knowledge and skill to enable us to trade this market effectively and create wealth, to change our lives and the people around us. Remember, the knowledge of the financial market is financial freedom. So at this very moment, we are going to end today's lesson. This webinar that I'm having with you. Meet me again for lesson 2, where we'll be looking at how Forex works.